They're the names of small towns in Pennsylvania.
Eric, do us credit! Like, you're totally lying, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Eric called him out on it, which was fantastic.
Considering how dumb he gets near the end of the series.
That was also brought up in the Reddit article I was reading. By the way, this Reddit article I keep referencing is on the Boy Meets Retrocast Facebook page.
Yeah.
So you can read the same article that I read.
What, that Eric gets dumber every season?
Yeah, there is a joke about that in the Reddit article I was reading. So, anyway, stand here. Okay, this is where things get even dumber. It can't get much dumber with these two girls. It does. I gotta look this up and see who the hell these two girls are, because it really gets dumber. One of them, I think it was Sonia, asked Corey, what's he doing?
Okay, we have Jonna Trias as Sonia, and Jewel Hull as Sherry.
Find out where they were from as they say these next two.
Let's see.
Standing here, listening to his music in my head, and then she's like, is it loud? Really?
She was actually in the opening of Constantine as the possessed woman that he winds up saving.
Okay. This is Sonya we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In some movie called Tiger Heart, she was a cheerleader in Saved by the Bell, the new class.
Okay. If I don't watch the new class.
And that's about it.
Okay, well.
So now, Sherry.
Okay, I'm going to finish my next line then. No, sometimes it drowns out my thoughts, and then I look at you and realize it's our song. And she fell for that!
Yeah. Excuse me, and Sherry, this was her second of 3 acting credits.
Ooh, all 3?
Yeah, she was in Mrs. Piggle Wiggle.
What? What the hell is that?
It was based off of a series of children's books.
I had no idea.
And her last appearance was as a student in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
So really just small little role like this, and never to be seen from again.
Yeah.
And she played an idiot on this show.
Yeah.
So, during all that, Turner walks in. And Corey, I love Corey, because he goes and says, your helmet makes you look cool, and me hearing this guitar case makes me look cool.
And Turner just goes, if I don't wear this helmet, if I get thrown from my bike, my head splatters.
And I use this to my sandwich and they go splat. Back to that again. So, Feeney is up on apparently off his door. He has the poster for the dance.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense, but we'll go with it for the moment.
Yeah.
And he crosses out that the demon seeds have pulled out. You've been waiting for that.
Come on! You gotta tell me that they did not name that was not unintentional.
You're waiting for that joke.
Come on.
So the demon seeds have pulled out, and he X's off. Apparently, it was a massive magic marker he just happens to have, and X's off the band name and says there won't be any band. And Sonia gets worried about this. Apparently, Sonia trying to steal the scene and everything she said, even though she's an idiot. And he says we'll have live music from JoJo Man and Brother B.
What?
There has to be an inside joke to that name. Yeah. There has to be.
What, was Lawrence Welk busy?
But the fact that the reggae band,
yeah. Maybe it's supposed to be like Bob Marley or something.
So ridiculous. But the fact that he said that with a straight face cracked me up.
Yeah.
The whole thing
makes you wonder how many takes they went through.
Yeah, I don't think he needed to take it. I think everyone else around him probably needed the takes.
Yeah.
He's more professional.
JoJo Man and Brother B.
Yeah, because he's such a professional. He's so good at this.
Yeah.
Multiple bloopers I've ever seen of the show are never him because he's such a professional. So anyway,
well, of course he is. He's freaking Kit and John Adams.
Yes, he is. So Sonia and the other chick, I found her name already. They could try to convince Feeney that Corey and Sean have a band, and they're really great. I've heard them.
The fuck?
What? So anyway, Corey.
Well, then again, they are indistinguishable from the voices in her head.
Of course.
You know, the ones that tell her to burn things?
She hears voices in her head. I can't see them. I can't remember lyrics anymore. Anyway, I was going for Randy Orton theme music. I lost the words.
Well, she's currently swapping casserole recipes with them.
So, they're really great. I've heard them. Of course you have. Of course you have, honey. Of course you have.
Yeah.
So Corey. So Feeney.
There's a bit in one of the Naked Gun movies that I really wish they would have used here. Here, where Nordberg says something stupid and Ed just goes, Nordberg hands him a puzzle. Put it together. So here after Sonia does that, Sonia, put it together.
So Beanie was like, "You have a band? What's the name of your band?"
And then we cut for posters for Blood Drive, Sex Ed, and an exit sign. Where the exits.
By the way, I would like to know the fact that they have a sex. What was the second one? The sex ed class?
The sex ed poster, yeah.
Poster right in the middle of the school is funny to me. I'm like,
yeah.
Why? That can't be.
Or it could just be sex. Now that I have your attention, let's talk about algebra.
That's true. You never know with this school.
Yeah.
You never quite know. But anyway, the exits
are born.
Why not? Why not? And everyone falls for this. It gets more ridiculous. Everybody falls for this. Even Fee doesn't question it. That's the thing.
Because was everybody eating a nice big helping of lead paint for breakfast this morning?
I can't believe that Beanie fell for it. So
it's either that or he's just going, this is a train wreck waiting to happen. Let's see how this turns out.
We get the Chubbies, and Corey pretty much says, Sean's pissed because Corey booked this gig. And she's like,
he didn't book it!
Well, Sonia was pressed up against him. I had no choice. Well,
hey,
I can see the logic.
Little Corey was waking up.
I can see the logic there, oddly enough.
You know what? Hey, little Corey was waking up there.
Oh, God. Like I said, I can see the logic there, you know. But apparently he had to sign the paperwork, which is what? The fuck paperwork did Beanie make him sign? That's what I want to know. The minute that happened, the two other guys that joined them left.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Never seen again. Never to be seen ever again. And
They stepped into the quantum leap accelerator and vanished.
And Sean. He goes and says, okay, we'll just play the old hits. None of the new stuff. One encore, and in the limo went, not home.
To which Corey throws a glass of water at him.
We just all kind of sat there for a minute, though. Before he was in the water, we all just kind of
Sean's
sat
brain
there.
had to reboot.
Like, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, like I said, Sean's brain just had to reboot.
It was just a great moment of, what the fuck?
He's just going, what the hell did I just say?
I know. That was the best part. I was just like, what? Okay, we cut home, and a bunch of old guys are talking about cemetery plots. I'm sorry, but it was so ridiculous.
And those old guys are Gordy, Larry, and Norm. And in that order, they're played by Rick Nielsen, the guitarist and songwriter for Cheap Trick, Billy Vera of Billy Vera and the Beaters, at this moment, and Mickey Dolenz. And honestly, if you don't know who Mickey Dolenz is,
listeners.
Mickey Dolenz is best known for being a part of the Monkees.
Yes. You have young listeners, you gotta remember that. Our audience kind of skews young, so you gotta remember that with this show.
Young people these days with their backwards hats and their baggy pants and the Justin Bieber.
I do say, by the way, thank you all our new listeners. I know we've been growing over the last few months, so thank you to all our listeners. Anyway, so they're talking about cemetery plots, high cholesterol, and the fact that he's like, I cheated on my wife. Wait, I mean, I just flipped the stickers from fat-free. That's from a different thing. I'm like, what? What?
She's eating celery.
What?
So I'm just going, I don't know whether to laugh or just smack you for how cruel you're being.
What is going on? It just got dumber.
Yeah,
and dumber as this episode continues.
Wait, what were they talking about again?
Cemetery plots, high cholesterol, and cheating on fat-free unnecessarily.
Sounds like a really bad Carlos Mencia routine.
Oh, God. By the way, if you're wondering, Carlos Mencia was actually at our job recently, so that's why we're
thankfully we weren't there. Thankfully, we weren't there for it.
I've heard him on the Open Anthony show in the past. He's not as terrible. They're also on the O&A World, so that's a different story on their world. So
they kind of lower their standards for comedy
at times. You can go from the high of Stephen Lynch to him in the same show. So kind of one of those weird things back in the day. They're not together anymore, so not together anymore.
Wasn't that because of something he said?
Yeah, but then they had a big fight, blowout on the air, and now Opie works with Jim Norton and had his own show. They kind of had a big blowout. Anyway, so do you remember Scranton with the triplets?
No.
So Amy comes in and asks if everyone wants something to drink.
Alan says, I'll have beer.
And it's mineral water, diet iced tea, and can you throw some carrots through a juicer? Okay, we'll go with that. As I'm sitting here about to drink a cherry limeade sparkling water.
Yeah.
So, I can't really make fun of that nearly as much as I would want to. So, Corey and Sean come down, getting ready to go to the dance as he exits. And this is where Alan starts to realize what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. Really, I thought he'd stop questioning all the stupid stuff his son does.
It's still early. We're still early in the series here. He goes and says something along the lines of, you just started playing 2 days ago.
And I think Norm just goes, kids learn fast these days, Alan.
And break a leg. That's our backup plan. Now, all this leads to Alan and the band finally getting back together and performing.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that in a minute. But Alan's all excited. Alan brings out the guitar, and that's how this all led in. Everyone's all excited because apparently everyone carries their instruments with them at all times. Apparently. Why not?
Hey, it seems to be an unwritten rule for the band.
Why not? We'll go with it. I could go with that and the weirdness of this episode.
They're kind of like your rifle in the Marine Corps. It's your best friend. You never keep it. You always keep it near you.
There you go. Suddenly, I just wanted to say, "This is my rifle. This is my gun."
This is my rifle. This is my gun. One is for shooting. The other is for fun.
There's a reference nobody gets. I love it. Anyway, so the boys are back, and Amy's reaction was, "This better not to be to meet chicks." But that's a good callback at the beginning of the show. I say it every episode, but comedies just don't do that all the time anymore, where you have a joke at the beginning and you pay it off at the end. They don't do it anymore. I have to say it all the time.
So the last one we saw that we did that did that rather well, aside from Girl Meets World, was Paul Blart.
TV shows like Scrubs used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Scrubs been great with that.
Yeah.
But it's very rare nowadays. They're so rare. Well, Girl Meets World, because it's the same freaking writers, so of course they're going to keep that going. Yeah. But anyway, we come back to the gym. And Turner's asking Feeney to talk just to stall. And I'm going to definitely put this audio water somewhere because it was a great line.
Yeah.
And stay in school.
Cool.
Get a good education.
Get education. Don't slouch. George, you're killing the mood.
Good. Good. Okay. Well, so
I'm guessing his attitude is, if I'm not having fun, they ain't having fun either.
Oh, it's also Feeney. He loves to mess with the kids. You know that. Everyone knows that. So, Corey apparently got a live band to play behind them.
Yeah.
The band shows up late, and then they tell them, "Oh, we're not paying us, so we're leaving. We're going to Ronnie's Royster House."
Yeah.
Okay. Why not?
And this gets paid off a few minutes later.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But I love how Corey's like, all we gotta do is strum and post.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Turner comes back to get the guys onto the stage. And Sean says, we're not going on. And I think Sean was actually going to confess. I think Sean really was going to confess, hey, we suck. We're not good at this. But Corey goes, and he goes the good old, if anyone knows the green M&M jokes back from all those old, the cliche M&M joke from any kind of band. He goes a different route.
Although from what I hear, they actually put that in there to actually see if anybody actually reads the contract.
Or the, So, turkey is pressed. We specifically asked for fresh hand-carved turkey. We will not go on stage. Wow. Talk about taking a cliche and going a completely different direction with it.
I was going to say, and Corey just grew a pair of huevos.
And then Turner pretty much says, fuck you, and introduces them anyway. Pretty much.
Well, not in those words.
Well, whatever. I'll go with it, because you look at his face like, screw them. I'm going to do it anyway, because, well, I can.
Because I am Turner!
Why not? Turner's going to be on Girl Meets World soon. I'm looking forward to that. Anyway... did you notice a little detail? The curtain opens, and Sean and Corey are looking stunned, but Corey's still eating the turkey. The turkey's sticking out of his mouth. The curtain, I'm like, oh, that's a great little detail. That's very funny. He's in mid-bite of turkey, and the curtain opens. Yeah. So, a rare time you actually see people eating on a show. Very rare. It doesn't happen very often, so there you go. Corey, to his credit, he's like, guitar, everyone. Was it Corey or Sean that said it? We got the guitars, everyone believes in us. Was that Corey?